Hello everyone. We're going to look today at something that incorporates with LegiTest and LegiTest Server. So we'll be bouncing in between Visual Studios and our LegiTest Server installation that I have. We're going to be talking about annotations. LegiTest keeps on evolving. We keep trying to add more and more things to make it more and more impactful. And annotations is the newest element where you can organize and synchronize with your server annotation types that you have created. Think about these as categories that you may have defined, and then you can input your own description or definitions to it. So you can have very specific elements added into your tests. So if we look real quick, here is a project that I have in Visual Studios. If we swing over to my server version, we can see that now in the newest version, there's actually a manage annotation types. By going here, we can see that there's actually 3 that are included by default with the tool. When you synchronize for the first time for annotations, these 3 will be brought down. We'll be focusing mainly on this one here. I created my own here. The type name is really just a key called Manuel's annotation, but specifically the category is going to be called user error description. So that's what we're going to be focusing on. And just so we can see, let me add a new one so you can see how the synchronization works. We're going to say demo key, and we're going to say hello world. This is me. So that's going to be a new potential annotation category which we can add a description to. So let me update this. It's there. It's set, right? Visual Studios, we can go back with the newest version. You'll notice there's now an annotations tab. When we go in here, we can see all of the different annotations we first saw. When I synchronize, voila, there is a new one, the one we just created. So now this is available for me. You can see the type key and the description available to me. You can actually create them from the Visual Studio side and then synchronize and it'll go up to the server, so vice versa. But now when this dropdown, when you decide to add an annotation, you'll see in the types, all those options are available. So if we wanted hello me or hello world, this is me, now I can add in my own type of description and add that. I'm going to bring this back to what it was listed as, I believe user error description. That is the one we're going to be focusing on. You can see I put this is a sample for demonstration purposes. This is changes so you can see how it changes. The best block in the world. And we're okay. Now in order to do this, this will be kept and it'll be stored, and next time you basically are running this test, this information is going to be sent up to the server. So just as you normally would, let me save this. I'm going to run it because we're going to see there was a value that was in place of that annotation before when it was executed. So historically, the changes to these annotations will actually remain with your executions. So I've gone ahead, I've run this. It was a successfully passing test. So let's return to LegiTest Server. All right, I go back to the dashboard. We have a newly run test. It is successful as we know. Now 2 places we can see our annotations. One, right within this dashboard by expanding through, locating the data comparison, which is where we associated it with. It was actually specifically the SQL test. And we can see there's a little icon here for annotations. By clicking this, we get a nice display, and we were looking at user error description, and this is the best blog in the world. That's what we just added. That's what we just created. Well, if we go into the depth of this project and we look at the previous historical executions, we'll go one back. We remember there was a different value there. Well, by clicking on this, we can see it was a success as well. I can view the details. And here we go. User error description. It was the previous value that was in there. So this is stored. So this can become very useful in all types of executions. If you do have an element maybe with a failure, you can very much see in this example where I have a failure, I have an annotation where I could have definition to this. Maybe I want to give a definition as to what process this is wrapped around. Any type of focus, any type of information you would like delivered to the users for the server, that's what you can do with annotations. Just give yourself a little bit of extra room there. And you can set as many as you like, and you can scope them to your various different tests. Very simple and easy to incorporate. I hope this was really helpful. If you haven't downloaded the trial, absolutely go ahead and do that. And always stay in touch. We'll make sure to keep you up to date with the latest and the greatest. Thank you.